All right. Hello, my dear friends, and welcome back to Road to Vostok. Now, we've been playing quite a lot of Road to Vostok, and so I was I was a little late on the early access release. I talked about that in another part. But this is really what I'm looking forward to play. So we're back again. I think you're going to get like 6 Vostok videos in a row. I might break them up. Oh, wait, we need to sleep. Forgot we didn't sleep in the last part. It may or may not make a difference to you, but we'll see how it goes. So we're going to rack out, and we're going to go back and see the medic. Or the doc, I should say. He's not a medic. Slept for 12 hours. Holy cow. It is 08. Very good. Very good. I'm having a hard time getting my bearing. All right. So what we're going to do... Oh, yeah. It's a nice rainy day. We're going to run... we're going to go straight through to the school... using this transition over here past the generalist, we could stop. It's that Sill's in action here. We stop, look, listen, and smell. And since this is a game and we can't smell, we don't have smell-o-vision yet. We just look twice as hard. You scan right to left and left to right. And you make sure that you heard what you heard. Or if you didn't hear what you heard. And so on and so forth. It is pouring the rain here in Vostok today. This is an absolute torrential downpour compared to what we're used to. We got a big thunderstorm rolling in. It is very loud. In theory, that would both help and harm us because we can't hear the enemy so well. We can't hear their gunshots. Maybe we struggle to position them, but that works in our favor as well. It's both a hindrance and an advantage. But I don't think that's implemented yet. I think I'm just making that up. Well, I mean, I'm not making it up. I mean, that's a legitimate. Did you see who I saw? Now that was a bandit. This is not good proper cover, but I am going to get behind this wood here. He's behind a solid rock. I think. No, I don't want to. I don't want to jinx it. Christ. Okay, we're doing it. I'm gonna push. I'm gonna push. Wait, is that him? That's definitely a dead dude. Just want to make sure. I would hate to lead us astray. Okay, that's definitely him. Holy Christ! Oh, we laced him up good, didn't we? Yeah, we must have put good shots on target. I hit him in the head. That's why. Very good. Very good. Nothing to stop a threat like hitting him in the cranium. Let's move over here. That's gonna sell for nothing, but it's definitely worth a try. Sometimes you get freebies in here, and we love a freebie. We do love a freebie. Free loot inside the generalist hut. All right, pal. He actually has decent supply. Well, no, at first glance it looked like decent supply, but it indeed is not. Let's how much? 492. Okay, we should be able to get some chow from him. Some peanuts, crackers. How about 2 crackers? Yeah. Okay. Get a little bit of road food. Have a bite to eat before we step off. In here. Do I have matches equipped? I do. I do. We don't have a fire in here, though. We have a fire barrel outside. I don't think it matters. You guys want to get immersed real quick? Hold on. Yeah, look at that. It's our. I think that's our first fire. believe it or not. I don't think we have ever lit, well, except for maybe a candle here in the shooter. Oh, I've got him dead to rights. Correction, had him dead to rights. So, I'm going to transition here into cover. I'm going to have a sip of juice. We're going to drink green first, because green's my favorite color. And then we'll move on to blue and what have you. I'm going to go ahead and take this cold medicine. Summon the Hat Man, our dear friend. He's been with us through quite a lot in our Vostok journey. I don't see that shooter anymore. I think he did retreat interior, so I'm going to move. Using vehicles, these natural gas tanks, using anything as hard cover. As I create that separation, the more separation I put between me and the threat, the better off our odds are to not catch a stray. As well as the more cover and concealment I can put between me and the threat. Why does camouflage exist? Camouflage exists to break up the silhouette, right? Of the wearer, right? The individual wearer, or whatever item is being camouflaged. Hence the name. But when we're thinking about, we're not really graded on our camouflage, our concealment ourselves. So what do? We know that the AI has sightline, right? It can see a certain distance, it can identify us as a threat to it, and fires on us. So we create that separation. We put as much stuff in between us and them as possible, thus not only breaking their sightline, but totally distorting our silhouette. They couldn't hit us if they wanted to. Moving on to the school. Nothing on the bandit corpse. I'm hoping we have an eventful round of Vostok today. I'm really hoping to see some pretty great returns in terms of taxes and whatnot. Us slicing the traders' taxes down. Quite a deal with several oh my god, quests. I want to do quests so we get better deals, trade deals. See if there's a shooter in here. Clear so far, clear so far, clear. Alright. And the corpse has nothing. So we're going to go ahead and hit this building. We are on a loot run as well, and we are probably going to... Yeah, we're probably going to head on up to... If not Vostok, then we are most definitely going to go to Outpost today. I want to hit Outpost and start getting some military loot. I'm going to unload this into our 762 pile, and then put this down here with the trade items. See if there's anything on the floor here. Look at all this. We need this. Ah, if we find the fishing book, then we have completed a quest, and that is what it's all about. It makes me very happy to make forward progress. Very happy indeed. If I'm being honest, it does feel a little bizarre focusing so much on one game when I've got several series running, and it feels good, don't get me wrong. It is a very pleasant feeling I'm having. I think I've put a lot of strain on myself as a professional in this field, which I'm not paid by anybody. Again, I do this because I like it. But I am a, how you say, I'm really hard on myself, right? And once I start doing something, I want to do it right. Not only right, but I want to do it, well and professionally, and et cetera, et cetera. And I notice that with YouTube in particular, man, I can really get myself like worried about time constraints and stuff that I've set for myself. There's plenty of YouTubers that work at, well, I guess every YouTuber works at their own pace, but there's plenty of YouTubers who, put out one video every couple weeks, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's a totally normal schedule. That's a totally normal posting schedule. So I've, got myself into this habit, and I'm like, I don't know, part of my brain thinks it's the end of the world if I don't post every day. Oh, Jesus Christ, where'd that come from? I see him, shooter far, about 50 meters up, right-hand side of the fence. I hope those call-outs don't bother you guys either. I'm trying to, I want you guys to be engaged with me, and I know that sometimes, that's the wrong key. I know sometimes, if you can't see the threat, it might be frustrating, or you might be like, who the hell are you shooting at, I try to give those call-outs to keep you included. That's a kill. We are going to go investigate that kill. So, I did say we were going to use guerrilla tactics, or like SF tactics. We are going to. We're not going to fight. We're not going to fight fair, by no means. We're gonna fight to win, and we're gonna smoke these dudes left, right, and center. Moving on, I'm gonna move through this trench here because I saw a tent city of sorts set up at the bottom, a little campsite. I do want to check. Our goal with asymmetrical warfare is we want to we want to be a thorn in the side of the enemy, but we also want to be extremely effective because we're fighting with diminished resources, right? We don't have a substantial amount of resources to fall back on. Everything costs money for us. Every round we fire, we need to really make sure that we hit. So we need to be firing effectively, lethally, and preferably from a distance. We do not want any ambush, unless we're setting the ambush, we do not want to get ambushed. We do not want to have to return fire, high volume return fire to create separation or anything like that. We do not want to have to dump. We're gonna retreat back here. I'm going to hit the hard cover here at this boulder. Take a knee. Look, no eyes. It's definitely another I can't tell what that shooter is. They definitely see us either down here, beneath that bridge, or at the school. I cannot tell. There's a good chance that shooter is coming from the school building itself. And if that is the case, then we're in for a fight, as always. But we knew that. We know that the school is a nightmare. Another thing about, asymmetrical warfare, in our case in particular, this guerrilla fight that we're taking to the enemy here, we have various groups that we identify as the enemy, right? We're not fighting just bandits. We're fighting bandits, border guards, and military personnel. Yeah, see, God, I'd love to be able to get a wide pan, but I do not want to expose myself like that. Not just on a flat side of a rock, like a big freaking lizard. Speaking of lizards, man, I'll tell you what, that Greek lizard pattern is so unbelievably stylish. I really, really jive with that. Alright, so we want to avoid, as much as possible, we want to avoid fighting indoors. We want to avoid close quarters battle. We want to avoid anything within 50 meters, really. We want to be fighting at a distance. And that is going to save our skin in the long run. Keep checking this magazine. I am going to reload, and I'm going to pack this mag full real quick. Not the best time to be doing this, but not the worst either. Alright. Just like that. We are ready to go. So, you see the main entrance to the school here. I don't see any movement. I'm going to run through the tree line here. We're going to do a big J hook and stop at that transformer box. There's our transition to outpost if we want it. I think that's outpost. Or maybe that's highway. No, I think that's outpost. Alright. So slowly make our presence known. Checking the windows. Scanning the windows. Scan the windows. I'm going to be looking out. Right to left, right? Check, 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 check. No threats present. Alright. So check the window, right? Hard cover. That's this tank. That's a shooter. See the gymnasium breezeway right there. Hear the footsteps of the enemy. Now we have pole position here. Or the advantage. We have the advantage, I should say. Just for clarity. Alright. God. Here we go. Grozny, anybody? If you get that joke, let me know. Down below. In the comment section. And while you're at it, down there in the comment section, why don't you tell me what your favorite camouflage pattern is and why. If you don't want to tell me why, you don't have to. Just tell me what your favorite pattern is. Okay. So that is a giant success. I'm thrilled about that. We did drop a dude at the end of the hall. We're gonna have to drink some goose juice here momentarily. But that is a victory. A true victory, not a Pyrrhic victory. Okay, we gotta watch these, watch for these bastards in the corners of the classroom here. Because we know that they'll do it. We know that they'll do it. Last time, I have not forgotten about that. Look at this dead goober. It's a dead goober if I've ever seen one. What do you have? Give me all of that. I'm going to sneeze. Take care of my mental health. And I'll have this. Thank you. Thank you. We could either keep that or get rid of it. Discard it. I might discard it. I don't know yet. I'd really love to find a fishing book in here. That would complete our set, and we could finish that quest. That would be marvelous. If not, it's not that big of a deal. It's just more running we have to do. Alright, I am going to move down first. And we're going to move down to clear out this godforsaken place. Am I on... Okie dokie. All right. Hey, check it out. That's an all clear. That's an all clear over the radio. Well, we should check that, but that's pretty good. That's what I would say. So, check cooking book. We already have a cooking book, but we'll take it anyways. I'll take it all. M62 cap. Good looking hat. All right. Sorry about that. We'll pause. So I'm gonna level with you, folks. Just again for the oh look, fishing book, very good. That's good news. Just for the because I'm an honest man, and if I seem a little detached or like I'm dipping back and forth out of these videos. So that cat I was telling you about from earlier is totally in our possession now, but it is severely malnourished and a lot sicker than we had anticipated. When we were receiving it, we knew it was struggling, but we didn't know the extent of that. So there is still a very good chance that it will perish, unfortunately. Which is, I'm not going to put that evil on it, but there's always the chance. So I don't want to, I don't know what I'm trying to say. I think I'm trying to say I'm not trying to. If I seem a little, distracted, it's because I am. Yeah. Anyways, fingers crossed. Though we're gonna run to the vet in the morning, and all will be well, or it won't, and we'll cry it out and move on. Thug it out, as they say, right? Because that's just the way it is. Let's get this trade on. I'm done talking about that. Future me, cut all that. Cut all that shit. Okay, so here at the doctor, look what we can do here. Let's start the delivery and complete it. Very good, very good. That makes me very happy. Look at this. Oh, fishing book. Complete. Ah, very good. We got a medicine cabinet. Now this is what I really want, is to find the board game. I could. Wait, no, I don't have batteries on me. Well, it would have been really cool if I did. That's okay though. If I had batteries on me, I could have completed the Polaris task and just given him hours. So what I'm going to do while we've got his attention is stock up. I'm going to stock up on all of this good stuff and wipes while I'm at it. If I can pull this off, I would gladly take it. So let's get rid of all of this. Full mag. How about these magazines instead? Yeah, you do that and you make that deal? Alright, because I'd make that deal. So let's try to push it as far as we can. As per usual. There's no reason to get skimped. I'm kind of wanting to hold on to the Stanig mags. The closer we get to Vostok, the more realistic it is for us to utilize that. That's a good deal for me. Rock on. Yeah, I like that deal. I like that deal quite a lot. All right. That keeps us tough. I'm going to drop this cooking book because we don't need it. That keeps us tough and in the fight for another day. Thermal blanket's really cool. I'm actually going to hold on to that just in the event that something unprecedented happens and we get severely messed up. I'm going to take these 223s. If we're going to keep packed mags, we might as well keep the ammo too. There's no reason to do one and not the other. So we're going to move on. We're going to move. Oh, that's him again. Jesus Christ. We are going to move on now towards the outpost. I'm going to check. Like like a child crossing the street. We're gonna check both ways. Except we're looking for hostiles. We're scanning for threats. And you know, if we miss a threat, it's just as bad as getting whacked by a car. You know, getting whacked by 7.62 or, you know, a burst of 9mm is pretty horrific stuff. All right. We're going to go check these gun emplacements and see what we can see. I've still never found anything good in the military crate down here, but it's still a military crate for a reason. So, you never know when you're going to get something good. It wasn't today, unfortunately. All right, I'm gonna have a bit of pear. How are we looking? Good. Hydration's good. I'm gonna hold off on the juice until we get to where we're going. I'd like to really keep that. Eat a peach though. All right. Rock on. Rock on. I love these little firing outposts, man. I wish I had any experience with I talked about this. This is not my wheelhouse at all. You know, like the reconnaissance stuff and all. You know, even some assaulter stuff is more in my my wheelhouse than any of this. I am so fascinated by, not only fascinated by field artillery and just big guns as a whole, whether it be like naval, ship guns or cannons, whatever you call them technically. Aviation, like the weapon systems attached to planes, the AC-130 in particular, well, the AC-130 Spectre gunship in particular. The godforsake, what the hell is it called? Oh, field artillery, tanks. There we go. Jesus Christ, Observer Monk. Tanks are one of those things that fascinate me that I just know nothing about. And I'd love to. I would love to. If you have a favorite tank, why don't you let me know down below what your favorite tank is? Please and thank you. Or your favorite LAV or BMP or BTR, whatever it happens to be. IFV. Like the... Alright. Yeah, we're definitely not in Kansas anymore. Alright, let's check our wounds. We have to eat some cold medicine. That's why we got the extra stuff, right? The med kit does not get touched unless we are dying. The splints are for a purpose. Okay. Very good. Oh my god. The painkiller we could take now if we wished. My god, I dumped an entire magazine at that dude. Shooting from the canted position is admittedly not the most accurate. Anyways, infantry fighting vehicles like the Bradley. He's got a perfect. Let me get out of the open, but he had a perfect MP5 on him. Just a shotgun spawning on the ground. I won't say no to it. Alright, I'm going to tuck myself in this corner here. Oh, that's an awful AK. We're going to dump that. I'm going to reload this. All right. Very good. And we're back in the fight. Now, this is the question. That's actually a POS, as we would say. Not worth carrying around. What day is today in the zone? How long have we been in Vostok? Oh, that is a large bird. That is not the devil coming to eat my heart out of my chest. That is not Jackie Estacado in the darkness coming to end me. I can breathe easy knowing that that's not the case. All right, I'm gonna stop here again. What the hell was I doing? Events. Today's missing cat day. All right, so we need to be here tomorrow as well. We could honestly stay the night here if we're feeling real froggy. I talked. Now, where the hell do I think I'm going? Actually, this is probably the best way to do it anyways. So, I talked in a previous rendition of this. I think it was 2 parts ago or 3 parts ago. I talked about doing a spreading out our resources in between the different shelters, right? So here, right now, we have access to the cabin, and that's it. Well, hold on one second. When do airdrops start? 6. Day 6. Okay. So we have access to the cabin and a tent up here on the far side of Outpost. And that's it. Until we kill Punisher and turn that in on day 10, we do not have access to the bunker. Turn in his beanie, that is. And there's something else. Oh, yeah. Make Killju for the Generalist. He's his regular moonshine guy has something's happened to him. He can't get it, so he needs us to do it. Who else? Who else but Open Sewer's finest, Observer Monk. Now this is a dead end. There's usually some pretty hot contact down there at the horse building. There's also generally some alright loot in there, but it's spread out on the ground and it's nothing really crazy. Oh, yep, I see you. See the shooter right there. Okay. We're not going to trade shots with him. Remember what we said. Into the minefield we go. Oh, man. I need some water, gents, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Excuse me there. Whew. I got choked on my water like a goober. Okay. So we are smarter than the mines, right? We are a human with our big human brain, our big engineering brain. We put our big engineering brain on. We look around. We scan the ground. We know what mines look like. We say, we're not going to step on those, right? We all say it collectively, and then we'd never step on a mine, right? We say, hail the minesweeper, and then, none of us ever step on a mine again, right? We chant it in a circle, wearing the skulls of our enemies. Nothing on the bandit. I'm really tickled pink that there's a... it's a distant flyover. I don't like that for a second. I am going to try to up our hydration here a little bit. All right. Yeah, that distant flyover is that is a that is foreshadowing for the things to come here in our zone when military jets fly right over top of us and buzz our little noggins. That is a mine right in the road. Fun story for you folks at home. I was playing DayZ earlier. There's a mine right there. I was playing DayZ earlier, and it's been a while since I've played religiously, but now I'm back, and that's kind of where I'm spending all my downtime. Like I'm recording nothing but Vostok, and on the side I'm playing nothing but DayZ right now. And like a little modicum of Vintage Story, right? Which is coming back to the channel, trust me. But yeah, so I'm playing DayZ, and again, it's been quite a while. I'm at what the hell is it called? Oh, I'm west of Balota. I am west of Balota. I just hit the airfield on the coast. Very relatively fresh into my spawn, and I ran over to Komarovo ? It's due west. It's the next coastal town over from Balota. And I run over, and I'm looting, and I had picked up a bunch of good military gear. Surprisingly, a bunch of good gear from Balota. I had a full kit, chest rig, all the fun stuff. Helmet. I had found a combat gas mask, one of the M17s. I was feeling pretty good. And I run over to Komarovo, and I'm in a building, and all of a sudden I hear this I play with the volume pretty high up, about 85 on my computer, which is pretty loud, at least for my delicate ears. And you see that? Now that is a problem. But anyways, this thunderous crack just erupts throughout my ears, and I actually audibly gasped or yelled out a little bit. And my wife's like, "What the hell? Are you okay?" Because sometimes, she'd watch me play Vostok and Tarkov and all these different games where I'm getting the life scared out of me by gunfire. She was like, "God bless, are you okay?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm all good." I said they dropped a blister agent on my head. She's like, "What the hell?" And I just showed her that I was getting lacerated because, I didn't have my body covered. I was getting lacerations from what is presumably mustard gas. And we had a good chuckle. It was a lot of fun. But I survived. I did survive that encounter. I used an entire bandage to heal because I took off sprinting as soon as I knew what it was. And then I looked back. I said something funny. Sometimes I wish I had recorded DayZ because I say some funny stuff to myself and my wife. I said, "Oh my God, a terrible fog has fallen over." Insert town name here, Komarovo. At least I thought it was funny. All right. So we are making our way through the minefield. I'm finding it a lot of fun for me to tell stories while we're crossing the minefield. It makes this whole process less strenuous in my mind. There's a mine right there. It doesn't feel too bad. It's like do you remember the movie The Pacifier? Oh, Jesus Christ. Alright, I killed him. Holy Christ. Alright, we're gonna double time it out of here. I can't tell if they have answered his call for reinforcements or not. I hope not. Or else we're We're big screwed. Okay, we're good, we're good, we're good. Okie dokie. Well, we have survived the onslaught of the border guards. That is the first time, admittedly, that I have ever seen them move off of their posts. Which isn't saying a lot, because I don't spend any time in the minefield. I don't like to spend more time there than I have to. It's a good place to get dead, and fighting while having to navigate mines is not fun whatsoever. Goes without saying, but we're here in Vostok. It's our first time, and it definitely feels a little different considering that permadeath is everywhere. So, we're always cautious in Vostok. There is a distinct shift in tone and atmosphere here. This is where the game gets hardcore, for sure. For a lot of people, this is where you cut your teeth. If you can make it to Vostok and back on a regular playthrough, especially if you're only using let's say you're only using the cabin shelter, if you can make it up and back with all your gear, you've packed effectively, yada, 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 you do a perfect run, that's where you cut your teeth. That's where you really say, hey, I can do this. At least once, And for us, in Ironman now, we have to, we're cutting our teeth every time we leave the shelter. It is a stressful feeling, for sure. Right now I'm just kind of picking up everything. Again, if this is your first time joining us, hello, welcome. I'm very glad to have you. And when we hit Vostok, what we like to do is look for the special crates, the big green polymer crates that the military uses. We like to commandeer those and take all their loot, because that's where the best loot is kept, indeed. And right now you see me picking up everything for the most part, and we will sort loot on the fly. Order of importance: weapons and ammo, still number 1. Weapons and ammo. Medicine is a close second. And then food and water. Specifically juice. Juice, water. We've yet to find a water bottle in this playthrough, so that's going to be really, really special if we do find that. And what else? Oh yeah, tools. And when I'm talking about tools, I'm talking about one tool in particular, the water lock. That is invaluable. Look at that. Very good. That makes me happy. That makes me happy indeed. All right. Vostok, unfortunately, in at least apartments and terminal, I would like to get to terminal before the BTR start up, because in the last bit, in the lost tape, I believe it was, before we, was it the lost tape? I don't think so. I think it's in Grave Mistake, where that episode hasn't been, it's been recorded and edited, it hasn't been named yet, so it could change. You gotta be a part of the naming process to a degree. How cool is that? Look at this. Cobra. Not my favorite. Not my favorite Russian optic by any stretch of the imagination. I am not a fan of optics that favor multiple reticules. Now, EOTech does not count. I like concentric reticules. I don't like the T shape whatsoever when it comes to a red dot optic. And some would say, okay, well that's your opinion. It's perfect. You just put the target in the center. It's like, okay, yes, I understand that you just put the target in the center, but for me, it's not. You're losing your ability. Okay, that makes sense if I'm doing nothing but CQB work. Like if I'm shooting within, let's say 100 meters max. If I'm shooting at like 50 meters and close, and in, if my biggest engagement is from here to the window, yeah, that doesn't make a difference, because you're point shooting at that distance regardless. You're not, we're not shooting for accuracy there. We're shooting to kill the target, right? When you look at that optic and you're shooting at distance, there's no way that you're shooting sub MOA with the Cobra optic is what I'm trying to say. There's absolutely no way. I don't like it very much. I don't like it in games either. I just don't like the optic. It's not the favorite. It's definitely not favorite. I'd rather run irons than run it. I prefer a dot reticule. I do like concentric dots, or that would technically dot in a circle, like EOTech on literally any of their models. Multiple dots inside of the circle is fine as well. Right. Just about another apartment cleared. We do need to be conscientious of the shelves in here. Conscientious of the shelves, because sometimes things will spawn on top of the shelves into the side of the shelf. Most notably helmets, ballistic helmets. And if we find one of those, that's really, really good news. Those can save your life with a ricochet in game. I've had it happen several times in Vostok here, especially where, like, closer to the village in Area 05, the bandits. Not all of them carry rifle rounds. A significant portion are still carrying 9x18 or 9x19, and they will absolutely, or the helmet itself will absolutely catch one of those rounds. Whereas these rifle rounds that we encounter, the closer we get to the center, the zone, those are bad news bears. Ooh, juice. Very good. And those will put us in the dirt. So, thing I want to do as well, I don't know if I want to do it right away. It just seems kind of ballsy. It seems ballsy, but it also kind of seems necessary. I would like to get the oil samples from Terminal. I was hoping that we would have already hit a green crate by now. It's a special crate. Look at these bombs. I'm going to chew this, get our mental health up. We're probably going to have a snack, too. A drink and a snack. Have some tuna and some raspberry juice. That sounds like a pretty good day to me. Alright. Alright. Continuing on. This block's been a bust so far. I think we do have two. Yeah, we have two flats at the bottom here. Flats. Jesus Christ, listen to me. I can't tell where I'm from anymore. From a little bit of everywhere. PM5 on the ground. MP5. It's actually in dog water condition. We're going to pass that up. I do not like that so much. I do not like finding... I mean, it makes sense. It's not an unrealistic thing to find unmaintained weapons, I imagine, especially following an apocalyptic event. Even on the shooters which I don't totally agree with finding less than like 50% maintained weapons on these soldier types. Now you could probably launch some type of critical thinking argument about like the type of soldier that these are and yada yada yada, but video game and soldier logic, a soldier's lifeblood is his weapon system, and he's going to maintain his weapon system better than he's going to maintain himself. Priorities at work start with the weapon, and then move on to the self. Oh, gang, if you hear crickets chirping in the background, I'm so sorry. I haven't noticed them in post yet, but it's entirely possible. And if you hear them, I'll try to mitigate that in the future. They've been really, really wacky recently. We got this new batch in, and these guys are the most active crickets we've ever had. They're some freaky little guys, and they jump like you wouldn't believe. I know it sounds kind of funny. Like, what do you mean the cricket? Of course the cricket jumps. No, I mean they're the size of. It's like I don't know. 2 of them could fit on a dime, and they're jumping like the height of my body. It's terrifying and equally impressive. It's a good place to find cassettes. Not really a good place to find much of anything else. Man, we're having a hard time. It's 3 alarm clocks in the fuse box, though. Another Cobra. I'm gonna eat this while we're sitting here. First thing to go if we run out of room is gonna be the rags and the duct tape and the lotion, all those little secondary objects that don't really have a place. We just keep them. We keep them for the trades. Sometimes those like 40 euro barter objects really come in handy when you need to push something over the edge, and you don't want to get rid of something super imperative. Ooh, a micro, nice. Wish we could put that on the back of the Glock. Wish there was an acro. Beggars can't be choosers. Well, I'm not really begging, am I? Eat these peaches? Oh, no, I'm not. I'm not going to eat the peaches. Look at us. We're healthy as can be. Now, this is shaping up to be a food run. I was really hoping for a weapon run, man. Maybe we'll get lucky in this second Khrushchevka. Oh, speaking of Khrushchevkas, man, I really enjoyed playing Living Cell on the channel. That was a really intuitive and fun game. And the Samus War universe is one that I really jive with. I really enjoy it quite a lot. I'm hoping to see more Samus War content, and I'd really like. It doesn't even have to be higher production, but I'd like to see something something a little bit more fluid. Like Kletka is, it's a good try. It's not hitting the spot so much. I'm sure it's a lot better with friends, but look at all these Narvas. Cool. I'll take take one of those. Sometimes you get lucky. You find 3 of same thing. Too bad it's not 3 M4s. I'd say the magazines would be one of the first things to go, but hell, they sell for more than some meds. I hate leaving good stuff behind, but I guess it doesn't matter that much, does it? These Vostok trips, man, they really are hit or miss, but it's bizarre. You see that? I guess it's just the seam in the building. It's got to be like a engine limitation or something, but the more I look at it, it looks like I don't know, it looks like something dancing in the light. Damn, still no crate. We're working on it though. We're gonna find one. Mark my words, we're gonna find one. I remember in the demo I found a VSS right here. It was one of the first like on the ground finds, and I got really excited about it. I don't know if we ever got to use the VSS in the demo. I can't remember. It's a Mosin. You know, if I wanted Mosins, I would just be I'd stay at home and I would knock off bandits. It's one of these guys. Oh, it's in awful shape. Yeah, it's a bad looking AK for sure. All right. Well, on to the next. The only way is forward. The only way is forward. You know, walking through structures like this, following some type of mass casualty event or apocalyptic event, one can't help but think about who came before, right? Who came before us here? Whose home was this that we're standing in? You know, who used to walk up here to the tip top of their stairwell in their Khrushchevka and stand on the roof and just kind of escape, right? I don't know if you guys like Russian music, but recently Sadsvit released a new song called Nebo, which translates to sky. If any of you have interest in some... Oh, that's not a good sign. If any of you have interest in some sad Russian longing apocalyptic music, I mean, everything that comes out of Russia is pretty sad, music-wise, not in a derogatory way. It's just, it is. It just has the sound that other countries can't capture as well. I mean, here in the, I say that, but maybe if I understood some other languages better, maybe it would hit the same. But I don't know. There's just something about Russian that really nails home that hopeless feeling in music, in art, in architecture, even in games. Like most of the things I play that come from Russia have this irreplaceable vibe, right? And it's really hard to replicate it. I don't know. Maybe you agree with me. Maybe you disagree with me. Let me know. Let me know. You tell me what your thoughts are on that. Sweet. Still no special crate. Uh-oh. We're having a hard time here in Vostok. Having a hard time indeed. It's okay. We can't... excuse me. Sorry, I'm having some dry throat issues, it seems. Yeah, we can't get lackadaisical, though, just because we're not getting results. We have to be on our P's and Q's. I didn't take that coffee because we have a coffee at home. You know, honestly, that coffee's probably worth more than half this stuff in the inventory, isn't it? Actually, we are going to take that, now that I'm thinking about it. Yeah, it's about 200 euros. Coffee, in my headcanon, would be just about as expensive as your top-tier med items and stack of ammunition. If you know how Joel in the beginning of The Last of Us 2 was talking about God, I don't remember well. I haven't played the game, and I don't even want to. Very good. That's good. That's good. I don't want to talk about the series. I still haven't finished it. I got my wife. So, long story short, I love The Last of Us. Absolutely love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Loved season 1. Played all the games. You know, have a Last of Us tattoo. I like it that much. Absolutely adore it. Love Joel as a character. Love Ellie as a character. Hated the way that they completely butchered Ellie's revenge story in 2, because I thought it was a fantastic revenge story about, you know, why revenge is such a messy endeavor, right? I thought it was great. I really did. But the show, they butchered it. They totally butchered it, and those are my guns. I'm sticking to them. But why are we talking about that? Oh yeah, in the game and in the show, which they don't really touch on it in the show as much, but Joel's drinking coffee, and he hadn't had real coffee in forever, you know, and that was his big thing. It's like in Zombieland, how Tallahassee's always trying to find Twinkies. Oh, looky here. It's the same concept. That's incredible. We found an ACOG. Holy hell. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Alright, I'm gonna ditch this. I'm gonna ditch this too. We don't need a ton of extra mags like that. Yeah, but all I'm trying to say is that coffee is definitely my crutch like that. I would be, it's my vice for sure. I'd be all over coffee. I would be doing some nefarious things. I would be doing some high level banditry to get my hands on a cup of coffee. True stuff. I gotta be honest with you folks, sometimes I catch myself when I want to say true story, because it flows off the tongue naturally, but frankly I knew this absolute shithead that used to say true story, talking about total nonsense, absolutely lying through his teeth, and I fucking hated it. I really did. It would piss me off so bad. Now that I think about it, all I can think about is this shithead, he who shall not be named type, and that's what pops in my head. Okie dokie. Well, we are still rocking. I was gonna say, I wonder if we could use the thermal blanket just to rack out we have a plate carrier now, which is phenomenal news. The next step is finding plates. Finding plates, preferably plates that will not be defeated by rifle rounds. Because even, you gotta think, man, a level 4 plate stops AP 30-06, right? Repeated impacts of AP 30-06, 30 caliber. Now the problem with this is we've got shooters back in '05 that carry Mosins that shoots a 7.62 by 54 R round, right? And we don't want to get chewed up by those guys. So, like, wearing a level 2 plate, it might protect us against, some bandits that we encounter. But it's, I mean, protection, having the protection there is better than no protection. But realistically, it's not going to stop the threats that we encounter. In any of these high danger areas. Right now, because my goofy self left our sleeping bag at home, we are on the lookout for a sleeping bag or a mat or anything, a pillow even, that we can just rest our head on for the night. We do want to rack out, kind of sick of this song and dance of going through the cabinets at night. I mean, it works, and that's just kind of where we're at with Vostok, and, I keep coming back, so they must be doing something right, Oh, look. Joyous day. Oh, joyous day. That is what we like to see. Now, I guess we'll eat some tomatoes. We could use some medicine and get our health up. Oh, look at that! Look at that! I'll be taking that. Now you come home with Papa. Yes. Hold on, we can do some fun stuff here. Let's transfer this over, drop the mag, fill it up. Now watch what we do here. Oh yeah. Now that is what I'm talking about. And just like that, we can honestly drop the Glock. I've been enjoying the Glock quite a lot as a companion gun, but we don't need it. We definitely don't need it. And what that does is that opens up a world of hold on a second. Let's there we go. Click the full auto button. The funny switch, as I affectionately call it. Flick the selector switch into the full auto position. And we can clear rooms with this sucker and not feel bad about running, running through 30 rounds. Whereas 7.62, I'm kind of rationing our ammunition. With this, we can just spray and pray, baby. Spray and pray. Now look at this. Do this. Oh, we're having a great time. It is a beautiful, beautiful. Ah, and we have contact. I don't know where. What time is it? Is it 1:40? Yeah. Time sure does move slow here in Vostok. Nighttime is the right time. But nighttime is also the long time. It's like DayZ too, man.
что ты правда заебал меня. Это пизда, все, БТР нужен быстрей!
Dropped him. All right. Let's think real quick. Does he have anything on him? No, they historically do not. That is a Kalash. Let's see quickly if this is worth taking with us. No, it's really not, unfortunately. It's really not. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is drop this on the ground, drop this mag, throw that, pick all this up. I am just going to go ahead and use one of these bandages to get our health up, seeing as we don't have any cold meds. Unload this stuff. Very good. Pick up that Stanig mag. Well, that doesn't really help us, does it? Well, we have extra 545 now, so we can take it home, if nothing else. Lord have mercy. Alright, that's our first soldier. KIA. These guys are definitely something to be concerned about. They fire quickly, they fire accurately, they put a lot of high volume rounds on target. Oh. Wow. No way, it's gonna make me choose. It's gonna make me choose. Alright, well. That's their fault. That is their fault. Actually, I shouldn't have eaten the pears. Let's start with the tomatoes, the peanuts, the tuna. Stuff that's not gonna make us super happy. Here it's a weird feeling, you know, a war raging on right next to you, and it's like you're just out of reach. Let me get rid of that. Let me get rid of the lotion. It's just a strange feeling to be, you know, at the edge of a war, right? Like, to be the soldier who fell asleep on the front lines, or like fell asleep and missed the raid, you know. It's a bizarre concept to me, the idea of being right on the cusp of chaos, right on the edge of war, and just, I don't know, not touching it, right? Not being a participant, and not being a bystander either, being a scavenger in this bizarre world. So, I don't know, food for thought. Oh my god. Somebody help me. Somebody help me. So, what do we not need out of all of this? I guess we could sacrifice the peas, couldn't we? How about we sacrifice the tuna for the peas? So the peas can live. Alright. I'm gonna eat the pea soup. I'm gonna leave a can of meat behind. Take the painkillers. Take the matches. Get the hell out of here. Alright, someone was throwing a coffee maker away. A coffee master, actually. Well, we're kind of at a kind of at that funny impasse moment where it's like, well, we had kind of had a goal in mind, but we can't accomplish that anymore because we're too full up on loot. That's all right. Yeah. So that idea, I noticed it when I was playing Conscript, right? The idea that, well, our player character didn't sleep through the war, but he was presumed dead, right? He'd gotten shell shocked. Like actually shell-shocked. He had concussive trauma, and he was presumed dead. They had put him in a pile of bodies with the rest of his, his kin, his brothers in arms, and that's where the story begins. You literally crawling your way out of a grave. Here, we know there was some type of explosion. We know something happened. We know we have crossed the Finnish border into Vostok. We know we are standing in Russia. This is the site. This is one of the first major sites of the conflict, as far as we know. So what exactly happened? What did we miss? What did we sleep through? The radio doesn't work anymore. The television doesn't work anymore. Well, I mean, the television does work. The radio does work, but no one's on the other end. And it's very clearly described as a post-apocalyptic game. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. I'm back here in the border zone, or yeah, in the minefield on the border zone, FML. I am gonna kind of sprint through this. Really, it really tickles my brain, and I've kind of purposefully and kind of because I don't have time, haven't watched all of the Road to Vostok lore. And I know there is a hell of a lot of it out, and the developer has also talked about different lore updates coming in the roadmap. But right now, I'm pretty much in the dark. I have to draw my own conclusions about what exactly is happening here. And I like that. I do like that. I'd like to read some of the stuff more in depth, especially regarding the traders and like their quests and stuff. You can learn a lot from just reading the in-game text. But I haven't been because I'm enjoying playing the game too much. And the game does take a hell of a lot of time commitment to play. Like, moving from our humble cabin out here to Vostok is a massive movement. It is a massive feat of reconnaissance. Wait, is Punisher in? Yep, Punisher's in Area 05. Oh, fantastic! We're gonna have a chance meeting with the one, the only Punisher. Rumor has it he's some type of debt collector from a Finnish biker gang. If the flame beanie didn't give it away, he's definitely a part of a biker gang. He's got a very stereotypical look, clean-shaven face, skinhead, with a bomber jacket, camouflage fatigue, lower chain, and high black boots. What when I describe that image to you, when I describe that individual, what do you think of? That is a very cut and dry appearance. We're almost through the minefield again, which I am thrilled about. I hope there's not roving patrols. Frankly, I'm starting to think that that there might be after that last encounter. I see that mine on our left. I'm splitting two minds right now, the way I'm walking. It's definitely a little anxiety-inducing, but I was trying to get closer. What I thought I was doing was walking towards the trench, and I realized that that's not what I was doing. Actually, as a matter of fact, guess who's cutting through the wood line now? All right. Take this path. This every time we're in the minefield, it makes me pucker. It makes me pucker. It's a lot of constant observation, a lot of little micro movements with my eyes. Ah, yes, here we are. Can run through the trench. We haven't had any luck, but we'll still run through for old time's sake. One time we did find something really cool in here. I can't remember what it was. It was in the demo. Found something really neat in here. Not too shabby. Actually, we'll eat the pineapple. It's a RK95. Unfortunately, it's not coming home with us. Alright. So we're going to carefully, very carefully, make our way to the main road and do the boot scoot boogie on up out of here. There we go. Nice. We should have a clean shot. And we do. Alright. Hey, we survived the minefield again. The most miserable part of Vostok is navigating this godforsaken minefield. Ah, and it's daytime. Holy hell, no kidding. So we should definitely be concerned, and try to get to hard cover as soon as possible, because this is where we met the Punisher last time, and I really don't want to meet him in open combat. He does carry a KP-31, which holds way too many rounds, like 70-some rounds. So if we can get over to the other side like we did last time and fight him from a static position by one of the field artillery guns, I would feel so much more confident doing that. And it may have been pure luck that we ran into him here. I see a shooter way out there, right there. I'm gonna keep moving. Look at this guy. Creepy as hell. I'm still trying to Alright. I don't know what I was trying to say. I was trying to say something. Oh, yep. God. Jesus Christ. Okay, we need hard cover, and we need hard cover now. I thought I saw a little bastard there. Jesus Christ. That's I see a bunker in the wall there. No wonder they call this outpost. Now, we're on the opposite side. I don't imagine... Hold on. Wait a second. Now I'm curious. If Punisher rolls up on us here, I'm going to be furious. We'll know immediately whether or not it's him because of the hard boss playing. Okay. Oh, Jesus, it's an entire system. Oh, this is awful. Absolutely awful. Those of you that have been around on the channel know I don't like caves. And this is nothing more then a man-made cave. Well, this is exactly what our beautiful bunker looked like. Oh! Where are you? Oh my god. Oh, yes. Yes, 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 yes. Come here. What do I need? What do I need to rescue the cat? How do I rescue the cat? Oh my god, don't do that to me right now. I'm gonna freak out. I need cat food, don't I? Okay, I'm coming back for you. I'm coming. I know exactly where you are. Don't you worry. Holy hell. Okay. Okay, that's priority number one. We're gonna skedaddle. We're gonna hightail it out of here, and that cat is coming home with us. I don't know where we're gonna find cat food, but we're gonna find cat food, and maybe a rope. I don't know what we need. God bless America. If that cat fucking dies in that well, I swear to God, I'm gonna fucking freak out. I'm gonna freak out. It wasn't my problem until I recognized it. Now it is my fight, right? Yeah, so in Vostok Part 3, I think it was our latest Part 3, Punish the Punisher, we did smoke him. It was like 03, and we watched him pull up in the police van that him and his buddies have shooter. Him and his buddies have commandeered a police van for nefarious purposes. And they rolled up, and I didn't even know that was part of the lore, if that tells you anything. So imagine my shock when this van rolls up, and it's, you know, blasting hard boss. It's like, dun, 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 dun. I'm like, hell yeah, dude. Who's that? Who's that? I thought they were going to roll up and, like, kick a freaking package out for me or something. No, it's just a three-man kill cell moving with speed and precision in formation at my location. So I just sat here and went pop, 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 shot in a straight line. Punisher himself took the brunt of the gunfire, and he was still walking after a significant amount of rounds. I'd say I fired probably... Ooh, that's a full magazine. What the hell? What the hell? Alright, let's eat some peaches and pineapples. Or how about peas and pineapples and peaches? Okay. Don't find... Oh my god, of course they do it now. Okay, hold on. Let's do this proper if we're gonna do it. Let's put all this up. We'll sort it. Let me grab it here. If they're gonna give me one of these beautiful buggers, it's at 32. Now here's the thing: do we take it or not? You know, it doesn't have a magazine. It's at 32. We could trade it, or we could hold on to it because Gunsmith is gonna need it for a quest, and that's sounding like the answer, isn't it? We can't have our cake and eat it, though. I mean, we could kind of stack this if we wished. Ah, damn. Damn. Now, I don't want to abandon the Glock, because the Glock has been a good friend to us. But, oh, what the hell. I'm going to drink our juice. We have plenty of juice at home. We can get more. We can buy more from the doctor when we meet up with him. You know? Drop one of these wipes. Our mental health is perfect right now. I mean, it's kind of like a lose-lose, isn't it? The ammo itself can go. We can take the micro. That'll sell for more than the ammo. Actually, speaking of ammo, hold on. Do we want to do that? Do we want to take this instead of the Glock? Do we want to leave the Glock behind? Yeah, because the MP5 is going to sell for considerably more. All right. Well, I don't think our friend, he's not really our friend, but I don't think that that flame cap wearing bastard is going to show up at Outpost. And we have a cat to rescue. That's not falling short on my priority list. So we do need to keep our head in the game though, and not go to insane lengths trying to keep this cat alive. You know, we do have to take care of. Okay. I'm definitely anxious. Definitely anxious. So, my, forgive me, we're taking, my head might be messing with me a little bit, because I was mistaking the thunder for the sounds of, for the riveting sounds of Hard Boss, and that was making me really tense. So I'm trying to stay, like, in open turf as much as possible, so I can see that freaking van. It's not like they're trying to hide, you know, like the Punisher and his crew aren't trying to. Oh Jesus, I scared myself. I'm jumpy. I'm like Zach Bagans levels of jumpy, but they're not hiding. I mean, they roll up, blasting music, you know, blue lights flaring, very in your face, very like I'm here, look at me, versus you know, trying the subtle intimidation route or the stealth route. We're definitely not dealing with like a Zirakai character or Zirachi. Zirakai. No, this guy's like a Tagilla character. But yeah. Anyways, I freaked myself out. Nothing bad happened, as a matter of fact. What do we have anything for you yet? Yeah, we do. Polaris and batteries.
Loistavaa, loistavaa.
Yes. Give me the things. Give me. All right. So, do you have anything pressing for me right now? You have a bandage. You have this. This is pretty good stuff. But not what I need. Stay on track. How much for that? Yeah, even this busted AK-12 platform sells for an exorbitant amount of money. Splints are crazy money. Okay, how about Kalash and some Miasau? And
On säitä pidellyt, joo.
okay, how about I keep my meat then? No? Okay, you have to have the meat or else you won't take the deal. What if we trade? That puts us like right over. God bless. Do we like this deal? Are we cool with this deal?
Täällä ei
meatballs are
mitään
right on the line.
kiiltotarroja jaella.
Perfect. All right, we
Pikaista
do need
paranemista.
to grab this energy drink from him. Thank you. All right, I am gonna set this up a little cleaner, just a little bit, nothing crazy. Before we step off again, what does this do for us? 100 oh, holy Christ, 100 hydration, 50 energy, 25 mental health. Hell yeah, dude. All right. Well, that is a successful Vostok run. Character is hungry. Is a hungry hippo. Alright, let's go, Jesus Christ, I remember what I was trying to do now. Why I didn't want to sell the, why specifically I wanted to hold on to the AK-74. Well, we do have one at home we could trade, because I'm...
Rauha, kavereita annettava olla. Täällä ei mitään kiiltotarroja jaella. Haasta paska.
Alright, that was terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. Oh, there's only so many places he can be, right? And I'm seeing one classroom with an open door, so I'm gonna wager he's here. Nope, that was actually wrong. Ah, Christ, okay. Push, 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 push. One. Two. All right. Okay. Okay. And just like that, we're good. Everyone got dead. He's got a Mosin and some cigarettes. Very good. Let's check our ammo. We got plenty to do the boot scoot boogie. And we looked death in the face again. Just like that. That dude, he really hit us hard, didn't he? Knocked us down to 21. That was definitely spooky. But that's why we spend all that extra money and meds. It might seem silly, but when you need it, you need it. And keeping us healthy is hard. It's surprisingly hard. I'm gonna eat some meatballs. This is like it's like turning into a mukbang series or something. I'm gonna eat the rest of these painkillers, honestly. Get our health up. Alright, we're at perfect health. We are going to step off momentarily and go home. Yeah, there's shooters everywhere. Let's, actually, hold on. What's our... Get our mag loaded up, topped off. I'm going to check this corpse real quick and these lockers for the gem key. You know, small chance it spawns here, but it would be really cool if it did. We'd be really lucky to find that. Let's check. That bandit had it the last time we found it, which was by total happenstance. I think that classroom acts as a shelter rather than a... Okay, check left, check right, check left, check right, check left again. Dead guy on the ground. We don't need that. What we do need to do is move. We need to move now. Check left, check right, check left again, and move. This is what we call the hightail. Kick it into gear. Variations include the double time, the Mogadishu mile. That's actually that's a very different thing. Do not quote me. That is, you wouldn't say you're gonna. You could say, okay, if you want a ranger joke, you could say the airborne shuffle. Do the airborne shuffle, rather than the Mogadishu mile. That is a very specific. Ooh. Hot damn, we're in a gunfight, babies. Wait, what? Hot damn, we're in a gunfight. Today, we are gunfighting today. We're earning our CIB. There ain't no CIB in the zone. For my jarheads, it's the car. Dead. Yeah. You come over here and say it to my face. Dead. Okay. You know what this reminds me of right here? Every time I shoot somebody in the eye like that, well, first, I think of Richard Harrow from Boardwalk Empire, and when he tells the story about the sniper he shot and killed, where he shot him an inch below his eye, and he remembers it very vividly, and he talks about it just like that. Cool character. Very cool character. And I also think of these are my two wolves inside me. The other thing I think of when I think about missing eyeballs is Daruma-san, the bath game, the Japanese urban legend, which I just got a big chill running down my spine talking about that. So if you're unfamiliar, I first and foremost go check out Lazy Masquerade. He has a video on Japanese urban legends. It's a short, relatively short video. It's like half an hour long, I think. Maybe it's an hour long. I don't remember. I remember him making several specific videos related to Japanese urban legends and Korean urban legends, 2chan stories, yada yada. They're all really good. But the one in particular is like top 5 Japanese urban legends, and it talks about the bath game. Daruma-san fell down. It gives me, oh my god, full body chills. Full body chills indeed. So, we've made it through 2, now 3. This is our 3rd map out of 4 maps that are inside the Area 05 zone. And we have yet to see Hind We've yet to see any sign of the Punisher. So perhaps we got lucky. I don't want to say that too loud. But I think fighting him here would be kind of rough. Well, we actually do kind of have a home field advantage here, don't we? We are moving a little fast for my tastes. Again, shooter. Nope. I'm just absolutely losing my mind, and I alerted every goon in a 10-kilometer radius to our location. I don't know why I don't know what distortion caught my eye. I can't wait to watch that in post. Cat food. Yes. Cat food is what we wanted. Blanket. Very good. And go talk to the generalist here. Okie dokie. What do you have? Nothing. Nothing, really. You have some things. You do have some things. So, peas and pineapples. You give me food? Yes. Food for me? Yes. Persian rug for me? Yes. No, I mustn't. Alright, I'll take that. Can I complete anything for you? No, I still don't have a coffee filter. Still don't have deodorant. We might have to hang around here for a little bit. Might do that. Alright, gang. Oh. Geez, thanks. I don't want to, though. I want to go save this cat. Here we go. Let's push over to the tent. To the campsite. No shooters over by the pier, which is good news. You know, there's a lot of dead bandits around here, too, that are just stagnant objects. And I wonder if that implies that the bandits are infighting, like bandits do, and killing each other, or if that implies that the military has cleaned them up. Or the border guard has come through here and killed them. Or the traders have killed him. One of those options. And the the bandits being bandits just haven't buried their dead. Because they don't really care about their dead. You know? I wonder what the dealio is with that. Okay. Nice. That's a good jump. In we go. You know, there's something really ominous about that red skull looming in the top right-hand corner of our screen at all times. There's definitely something about that really gets my goat. All right. Well, we're back home. We have succeeded in surviving once more. Now, actually, before we do that, I'm going to drop this guy off. I'm going to throw this on there. Now, that might come off at a later date. I can't tell currently, but for now, this is what we're rocking with. So, I mean, I don't hate it. Oh, that is... Hold on, we're going to have to change this. Okay, that is much better. I changed our scope sensitivity, and now we have proper eye relief, and I can move and manipulate this pretty well. That is good. That is good to go. I do like that quite a lot. This coffee maker is going to look really nice right here. What do you think? You like that? I like that. Oh, I sure do like that. All right. We got our cat food. We need to start dumping all of these goodies, don't we? So, let's start. Need to keep one set of wipes with us. Oh, wow. God, we are just full of stuff. Full of stuff indeed. I feel blessed and a little overwhelmed. Actually, we can take this back. Look at that. Lord have mercy. Full of stuff indeed. I guess we could throw our cigarettes in there. It's not really a health food, but... Alright. We don't have a ton of food to get rid of. We can put the pineapple up. We need to keep at least one juice with it. Or I'm going to keep 2 juice with us. The energy drink is awesome. And for that reason, we're not taking it out. Need to find a home for these guys. Guess we'll start stacking these at the bottom. Okie dokie. What am I doing here? Alright, we want to put one of these up. So you go with your brothers in there. Go ahead and unload this. I'm going to keep that on us moving forward. So, get all our AK mags. We did keep that that AK-12 mag, which is pretty cool. We can utilize that in the near future if we wish. I'm going to put the coffee in here. When I forget it, scream at me and let me know that's where it is. All that can go in there. Put the food... Wait, no, it shouldn't actually. All this should come with me. You all come with me. Oh, look at all my splints. I have an unbelievable amount of splints. 3 tourniquets. Is 3 tourniquets too much? It depends on who you ask. Depends on who you ask. Depends on what you're doing, I guess. Is 3 tourniquets too much for a single operator to carry? I don't think so. What time is it? Is it 1600? Oh yeah, we're going to bed. We're going to bed. We're actually going to go on a quick run around the village. Then we're going to go to bed and go save the cat. In that order. Okie dokie. Hey folks, I'm back. What the hell were we doing? We have to go save a cat. That's for sure. We're going to do a quick little run around Vostok, right? We need deodorant. That's what we need. We need deodorant, and we need a board game. And what else? There he is. Do you hear that? Jesus Christ. This is not the good time to be experimenting. I know I sound like an absolute schizo right now, but there is... Do you hear that? That is the hard boss of doom. That is the hard boss of doom. That means Punisher is active. I don't know if he has to find us first or what. Because last time he just rolled up, but I can hear that music booming. That is definitely concerning. Definitely concerning. We're gonna take him. We're gonna take him light or heavy, makes no difference to me, man. We're gonna take him on, preferably on solid ground, though. Instead of fighting him on uneven terrain, I'd hate to get into an Obi-Wan Kenobi situation with him and his crew. Note that I can't hear the hard boss anymore. I guess that he might be a mobile enemy, like him and his crew might move around until they catch the player out, like until they spot him. I don't know how it works. But that is definitely a worrying thought. Or he's just out in the world right now, which makes me incredibly nervous because that KP-31 he carries will chew us up if we're not cautious. You see me overexposing myself. Can't help it, man. Can't help it. All right, let's keep moving. Yeah, until we take care of this cat, I'm not totally comfortable just moving around area 05. I'd really That's thunder. I'd really like to put him in the dirt. We're gonna go to highway and see if we can't catch him there. We can always sleep on the road. Thank God we found that sleeping bag. That's a really, really stellar find, honestly. Keep moving. All right. Well, unfortunately, the sun is setting, but we're in a relatively good spot with this optic. Let's have to keep our ears out, keep our ears open. Look for flashing blue lights. So my thought process is move to the Cala market and do a loop around, essentially. We can stop at the Cala market and see if they're over there. That seems to kind of be a hub for these bandits, but no more than any of the random houses back at the village. I mean, they just seem to kind of go where they fit. It seems like they're living out of tents, which does kind of make sense. I mean, this is, the nomadic lifestyle is definitely favored here in Vostok. Especially with houses being targets for stalkers, myself included. I mean, I'm... Okay, I don't see or hear anything. Oh, God! Shot right over me. Okay. Wonder where that shooter is. It's our first time playing the designated marksman role, isn't it? I don't see anybody. Okay. We're gonna continue on straight to the Cala market. Okay. A shooter up ahead. That side door is open, isn't it? Recently I learned that performance can severely be limited if you simulate the world as seen through the optic constantly. Whereas here you see we have a reflection to denote glass in the optic, but we don't actually see through the optic until we aim, which there's nothing wrong with that. Ready or Not is guilty of doing the opposite. And oh, holy Christ, look at all this stuff. Look at all these goodies. What the hell? Too bad we can't build anything with all these. Look at all this. Hell yeah, dude. Got the whole gambit out here. We found everything. I don't know exactly why I picked that up, actually. We can do that later. Now, I'll keep this stuff on us. The rest of that we don't really need right now. I'm getting, how you say, big for your boots. Getting big for my boots. Not too big for my boots. There's never anything in the military crates. Still, to this day, there's never been anything in the military crates. Only in the special crates do we really find things worth holding on to. Fingers crossed for a prone function in the future. Okay. Well. God. Are we regretting dropping our Glock yet? Just a little bit. Okay, in we go. This is putting us in the center of the store. Okay. I don't want to assume he's... Dropped him. I'd say he's behind that that blue barrier there. I'm gonna drink this juice so my screen stops freaking out. Okay, green is a good color. Red's not so much a good color. We're gonna push ever so slightly up to here. I don't want someone taking a shot at us from the second deck and tearing us up. That's a worrying area right there. Okay, that's concerning. Killed this guy here. This is the storage area, so let's take extra caution here. In this back area. We have gotten jumped here before. This is a gnarly, Alright, that's surprisingly clear. Guess we'll go up before we look outward. Again, this is one of those times where I wish I could yell. Like, hey. Okay. Well, that was fruitless. I don't think he's on the other side, which means he's probably outside of the building. And that definitely gives me the heebie-jeebies. Ah, coffee filter. Fantastic. That is a quest item. Antibiotics. It's also a quest item. Now we gotta find the saline. Where the hell is the saline? Do you have it? Do you have it? I'm gonna start asking the bandits if they have it. I'm not going to ask them nicely. Alright. Dead bandit doesn't have any. I wonder if any would be in the fuse box. Sometimes we get some wacky loot in there. Wacky loot indeed. Mostly it's electronic component related, as you would expect. Sometimes, every once in a while, we get one of the funny spawns in there. I'm gonna close this just in case. There's stuff all over the ground. Well, I say stuff. There's a big bucket on the ground. I'll have that. Yeah, the Narva definitely doesn't throw light nearly as well as the our beloved Polaris. It's a Glock mag. The OST, not to be confused with the ODST. Not that any of you would confuse that. I really wanted to mention ODST. Perhaps we'll play that on the channel. I think that would be fun. All right. Let's kick it on over. Kick it on over. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay, all that's wrong. Got to be careful with this ACOG on top too. This is though it is actually, holy cow. Yes, please. Well, hold on. I know where to find another magazine for that. No, it's right here, I think. Okay, close. Close, but no cigar. Ah, yes, there you are. There we go. Drop these out, just so we have something to back us up in case we get into an uncomfortable situation. Now, with it being maintained for a Glock to be at what the game considers 11%, this thing survived the SF torture test, SOCOM's torture test, plus following SOCOM's torture test for their gear. They put it through the HK Mark 23 torture test. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you should go have a peek at the absolutely the absolutely insane test that HK put that platform through, the Mark 23, also affectionately known in some circles as the Hush Puppy. And for my Metal Gear fans out there, you'll also know exactly what I'm talking about. They shook the HK-23, the receiver, or the slide, excuse me, not the receiver, Jesus Christ. They shook the slide in sand for 96 hours, I think. And I don't think that's the extent of the test either. I can't remember if it was sand and water. But that's how they discovered that the finish on it, no pun intended because we're playing Vostok here, but the finish on it was the best finish for the job. That black, whatever it is. I don't even know what the process is. I don't know what it's called. I'm getting sleepy, man. It's 5 in the morning now. Jeez Louise. I got this little baby kitten next to me in this this basket. Wrapped up in blankies, of course. Got plenty of little blankies. Yeah, heating pad, not touching it, but close enough to it to provide warmth. Not directly. This is looking really cinematic. The moon shining on this liminal abandoned parking lot. The Kala Market. That white moonlight contrasted against the steel black, gunmetal black of my my RK. Now this would make for one hell of a place for the Punisher to show up and want to fight. This would make a almost like an anime showdown. All right, we've got to get hydrated. That's crazy. I could really use a bottle of water in Vostok. I haven't found one. We still haven't found a bottle of water, which is hilarious. We found as a result of our questing, we got the energy drink before we got a bottle of water. Oh, I forgot. We have a catalog item too. We need to put up that medicine cabinet from Doctor. Did we go through the wood line here? I think so. Nope. Nighttime is the right time. Yeah, it's right here. Now, does this take us to school? I think so. You take me to school. Go to school from here. Cross over to Outpost. We might sleep here, honestly, depending on what this looks like. Right now, this looks pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie, and I'm not sleeping outside. That's suicide. All right, I'm hesitant about this action. I kind of want to maintain my distance from any man-made structures. If we see blue flashing lights, not the heavens cracking open above us, but if we see blue flashing lights out here and hear that hard boss again, God help us. Yeah, that's not helping. Definitely not helping my anxieties. All right. Pushing onward, pushing onward. That was a double thunder crack there. Very rare. All right. I'm gonna quicken our pace here. We can sleep at Outpost. We do have a shelter there. There is a tent set up. by some lovely soul. It's also a one of the, if I'm not mistaken, I'm fairly certain it's based on one of the tents that Savada offers, which is really cool. It's really cool. I love when real world gear is incorporated into games. It makes me very happy. All clear so far. Still good. Do I have anything for the doctor? No, I do not. Alright. We're gonna keep it moving. Ah, look. The transition's coming up very quickly. Very good. Alright. Rock on. Okie dokie. Now this is where we can start becoming extremely anxious. Start shaking in our boots a little bit. Start really monitoring. I want to first and foremost get away from the main road, because from that last experience, from previous experience, we know where he is going to. Oh, look, our tent. Congratulations. Oh yeah. Now this is good stuff. This is good stuff indeed. We can have a little siesta in here if we wish. And that's exactly what I plan on doing. Fingers crossed we sleep for a good amount of time. Nice, 11 hours of sleep. What time is it now? It's 11 o'clock. So we did sleep in quite a bit, but that's okay. We still have our cat food. All is well. All is well in the zone. Okie dokie. All right. Well, airdrops start coming today. I think that's I'm fairly certain now that I'm thinking about it. That's where all of our water had come from in previous runs, hadn't it? It's still raining in the zone. Piss poor in the rain, if I may add. Which I'm not upset about, but it's definitely worth noting. We're having a very wet summer. We do have a pretty good pole position up here, honestly. Got a good view of the surrounding area. Good view of the left-hand side of the area, I should rephrase. You can see straight down the line here. That shooter, I think he saw us, or maybe he's trying. Nope, he doesn't see us. Well, that's good news. We might sneak on over here and try to do a cheeky headshot. See him moving down there? Get my arm stamina up. Make sure we're in a good place to do this. Oh yeah. He's about to enter some dead space. Yeah, look at that. Dropped him. Just like that. Not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. Alright. Let's hightail it. Let's go hit the second to last gun and get that hit that military crate. Well, we'll hit the corpse too. Oh, look, and he had juice. We actually need that. And then we'll run all the way down and help our cat friend. I'm getting paranoid. All right. Is it just me? See, I'm not talking because I'm trying to listen really closely. Is it just me, or am I hearing a vehicle? I'm not hearing the hard boss, but I'm definitely hearing what sounds like, it sounds like tires. It definitely sounds like tires. Like, I don't know. I don't know, man. It's I'm really, really paranoid. After hearing it in the village and not hearing it since, like, last time, it was so surreal the first time we encountered him. It was right here, right next to that scarecrow, when he pulled up, and it was like, what the hell? You know? Just so surreal. And now it's like, it kind of feels like we're being hunted to an extent. Oh. Okay. That is an M4 that's coming home with us. And for some reason I didn't want to use the rifle there. Hey, it still works. We did knock 2% off of it though. We were able to fire a full magazine out of our dusty ass bandit Glock, and yeah, look at that. I heard it again. So that M4 is coming home with us. That's a good looking M4 too. Could take the 870. We don't really need the 870 though. He had a 1911 and cat food. Thank you. Were you trying to get the cat too? See, you know, I do talk a lot of smack about the bandits, and the reason being is normally the bandits are, I mean, bandits in general are opportunistic hunters that will cut your throat for a larger slice, right? There's no loose connection. Like, there's loose connection, but there's no loyalty in banditry, right? Bandits they're just incapable of working together for a common goal long enough, without killing each other, or without, killing and harming innocent people, right? I'm not a big fan of bandits. It's not my faction, I'm a loner through and through. But seeing the cat food in the bandits' inventory, it gives them humanity, and I think that is so important when characterizing enemies. And that's just random chance. I'd wager that's random chance. Like, the bandit could spawn with this item in his pocket, but what happened inadvertently there is that bandit is very human for a second. And, it's something, like, morality in games is something that is often poorly done. It's like, oh, right or wrong, good or bad, but it's subtle morality like that option right there, the bandit is trying to kill us. What do? We shoot the bandit. These need reworked so badly. The military crates, they need their loot pool redone. But, we shoot and kill the bandit outside of this bunker, and this is where the cat is. Yes! Yes! Oh my god, we got the cat. Oh, wait, we got cat vitals now? Oh, what the hell do you mean? Grandma's cat health level. Cat health activates if you decide to rescue the cat and bring her to your shelter. Cat health decreases over time. Cat health increases when you feed the cat with consumables such as cat food or tuna. Oh my god, we have to worry about the cat health too? You're out of your mind. I swear to God, if this cat dies in my arms, we're going to we're gonna have words, dude. We're gonna have words. There's no ifs, ands, or buts around it. I love the product you've made, but it's all too painfully fucking real right now in my predicament, and that's not your fault. But Jesus Christ, I got the cat taped up in a box, dude. We gotta go home now. Yeah, and Punisher's loose in the zone. Just FYI. Don't worry, he'll probably not show up, but there's just a chance you'll run into the debt collector named Punisher who carries a fucking KP-31 and like 150 rounds of 9mm on him. That guy, no worries. That's why we maintain our distance, right? That's why we put the ACOG on here anyways. I am kind of hightailing it, though, honestly. Okay. Okie dokie. Let's go. Off to the school. Off to the school. We did a good thing today, though. We rescued Grandma's cat. Can no longer call it Grandma's cat now. It is now Observer's cat. It is the little monk. Little monk. I don't know how you say monk in Russian or Swedish or any other language. How do you say monk in Finnish? Does anyone, any of my Finnish friends watching know? Well, of course you would know, but please enlighten me. How do you say monk in Finnish? I would love to know. Hold on. Let's go stop and see if we can buy deodorant. Oh, God, I got shot. Okay, yeah, I see you. I see you. Okay. We're fine. We're fine. Everything's fine. Give me the give me that. We're fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. We're all fine. You're fine. I'm fine. He, she, we, Gwumbo. 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 Alright. What am I doing? Can't check all this real quick. Forgive me. Got the loot. Is that? Oh no, it's not really better. I mean, it's better. Anything's better than 9% on a Glock, right? Get our energy up. Get our energy up indeed. Now that I'm thinking about it, we should probably hold on to this sleeping bag to make a... Hold on to the sleeping bag to make the nomad bed that we can then put in the shelter, or put in the cabin once we transition to the shelter. We do have another one though, after all. Oh. See, I'm so... I am so happy and horrified to have this cat vital attached to us. It gives us an extra layer of... it gives me something to be terrified about losing, right? And we do have a ton. Look at all the 7.62 we've accumulated over this run. That's I think that's the most 7.62 we've had at any one point ever. Ah, nice. Okay. We're all good. I'm just going to leave that behind. We're not really utilizing our 545 very much, and one of the first quests that we can pretty easily complete if we have the gear to do so is with the gunsmith, is to turn in an AK-12 platform, 74, and an AK platform at any condition. Pretty self-explanatory, but holding on to our goodies. Oh, can't pass that up. Almost took it with me. I'm used to carrying the AKM platform. Sugar. All good things. All good things. I'm seeing... Oh, wait. Oh, no. Hold on. Okay, that's what I was trying to do. Very good. So this will come with us. We'll get rid of this guy. Very good. And all is well in the world. I'm scared one time we're going to come in here and there's going to be one of these bandits over there.
Päivää.
What do you have for me? You still want... Still can't believe we can sell the cat. That's...
Ei kaikki taudit ole kuolemaksi.
That is barbaric. Alright. Buy my Glocks, please. Buy my Glocks. We can barely make a dent in these prices. I do just kind of want to get rid of this stuff. Alright, how about bandages and painkillers. That's perfect.
Kyllä nyt kelepaa.
Alright, do we have any tasks to do for you? Still waiting on that board game. Still got to go to...
On kyllä vaikea vaiva.
Yeah,
Mikähän rohto tuo?
still waiting on a couple things. That patient report we can get in the gymnasium. We have just not been lucky enough to find the key yet, which spawns on corpses and inside of structures and whatnot, inside of lockers and all that fun stuff. We haven't had a chance to find that yet. Last time we found it right in front of it on that corpse, and it felt like $1 million to do so. All right, let's go ahead and kick it into gear here. Doing good on ammo. I'm gonna cross the big bridge. Straight down the middle. Oh, shooter. Okay. Another shooter. At least one more shooter. I don't like being trapped on this bridge like this. We have two choices: push forward or back up. If we back up, it's either go the long way or go the long way. Both are safe though, and then the other choice is to push up and try our luck, and that's sounding like the favorable option right now. So I'm gonna push hard. Gun up. No contact yet. Push hard here. Okay. No shooter interior. That means that he is in this structure or behind it or in the tree line. All of which are not really great options for us. Or he could be down. Pea soup for me. Too kind. You're too kind. Thank you. Alright. Gun up. Not seeing him. Well, that's probably for the best. Nothing on the bandit. Nothing on the second bandit. How did I know that? I didn't. I didn't indeed. I'm not, this isn't like Chris Angel, Mind Freak. Okay. Back in the village. Very good. Very good indeed. So, fun fact. Well, not necessarily fun fact, but we have found an M4. We could throw the ACOG on top of the M4 and have a pretty good medium to long range weapon system. 5.56 has much more manageable recoil to let it act as a designated marksman rifle, even though it's not really a designated marksman rifle. It'd be like a SPR, if anything, if we want to compare it to something. Sorry, I was just focusing really hard just now, looking out into the wood line for movement. Yeah, man, the M4, It'll definitely get us where we need to go with 556. But I say that, and the RK has not led us astray yet, and we do seem to be, through pure luck, hitting a lot of headshots. I mean, a lot of headshots. Our cat's still good, so that's definitely good to know. And now it's great to have to worry about buying all the tuna. We have to buy all the tuna now. All the tuna. Small price to pay, some may say. No rhyme meant. No rhyme intended. Man, oh man. What the hell is the leopard?
Ois paniko ennen vanhaa.
I would love to know what that is. Oh Christ! Okay, so you'll take that deal. What was I buying? I need juice. You want some cigarettes? It's too much. Peanuts? Yeah. Okay.
Nopeaa ja helppoa.
Dill
Kiitokset.
pickle. Dill pickle. We have something for you, don't we? We got the coffee at home. God bless America. Hold on.
Pahe.
You stay right there. I got to take my cat home. Keep doking. Listen to those waves crash. That is a pleasant sound. You know, if this wasn't such a hotbed for activity, I'd like to kick it right here. Listen to the birds chirp. Cast a line. I'd rather be fishing. I'd rather be fishing. That's what my morale patch would say. If I had to pick one. All right, how lucky are we? How lucky are we? Not only did we survive a giant, brutal run through Vostok, we rescued a cat. All right, so do we just place the? Yeah. Hey, little guy. Okay. No. Oh, hey. Oh my God. Hello. Oh. Hi. Okay, we can feed him cat food, tuna, meat, or perch. Hello. Oh. Cat is eating. Do not disturb. Okay. Okay. Oh, I love you. 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 Here. Because you're such a good little baby. You're a good little baby. Good little baby indeed. Well, all right. That's for all of you at home watching. That is the conclusion of Road to Vostok. There is nothing else to do. You are the sweetest little bean there ever was. You are the sweetest little bean, and I love you. I love you so much. I talk to my real life cats in the same manner, to a T. To a T. So don't think this one's getting special treatment. No, I am. Oh God, it's gonna break my heart. See, this is how they get you, right? It's the attachment. You get attached. all the tuna can come with me because we're going to keep our cat alive. Our sweet little baby is going to stay alive. Now we have incentive to really stay home. You know, honestly, I could become a shut-in now. I really don't have to. We don't have to go out anymore. I mean, that was it. That's kind of the end of the road, isn't it? Look at all this tuna. Fantastic. Oh, you're gonna be the happiest little baby. Man, let's sit this down for a while. We'll get this set up momentarily. This is our beloved. You have served us well. Okay. Drop it on the ground. Negligent discharge. Pops around off into my shin. Die. Cat eats me. Game over. Alright. Now, if you were around recently and you watched 3.5, you remember what it was that went terribly wrong. Look, it's a smiley face. Because we're here now. So we're not, we're going to have to relinquish a little bit of that control. And stack these how they work. Oh yeah. Riveting gameplay. Alright. Look at that. Okie dokie. So, what needs... These rags need to get out of here. You guys gotta skedaddle. You're in my way. You're in my way. Oh my god. I love it. I love it already. And that's dangerous. That is dangerous. Papa, we're gonna do this. Throw you up in there. Load that up. Carry this around instead of 762. This will sell. We can put cigarettes in here. Antibiotics. We keep all of our stuff with us. Yeah, not too bad. It is 7 o'clock. Let's rack out. Let's rack out. Hi. Could I just pick you up if I wish? I just pick you up, put you wherever. Pick you up and put you at the edge of the bed. How about that? Yet. Hold on. Hello. Oh, I love him. I love him so much. What should we name you? My God. What should we name him? What should we name him? That is such a fun question. Fun question indeed. What are we going to name the little bugger? You know what? Best suggestion in the comment section wins. We'll host a tournament. You just put your submission in down below in the comment section. And if it comes to a tie, then there will be a trial by combat. We'll figure out the actual specifics of that at a later date. For now, I'm going to rack out, and we've got a little bit. We've got just a smidgen of time. We have enough time for another run around the village. All right, how's Cat? Cat's good. Cat's good. Let's eat some pea soup. No, let's have a soda and some meatballs to start the day. It is 0:01 in the morning. Hi, little buddy. Oh, wow. BTR patrols have started, as well as airdrops. We'll fix this later, just not right now. All right, let's oh yeah, that's good. Let's go ahead and do let's go ahead and get a run in. We'll do a night run here at Vostok. The moon is high. Punisher's on the prowl. Our cat is at home, and they love us so. They love us so. Now, here's a question, and I don't know the answer to this, but does the cat, right, does one food item heal the cat to full? Because if not, that's bullshit. If I have to micromanage my cat's diet in Vostok, I might give it back to the generalist, and that's not to say that I'm a bad cat parent. That's to say I'm living in we're wearing ourselves thin, if that is the case. I'm gonna, you know what? I'm just gonna stock up on food. I'm gonna have to, you know what? Like how we've been saving up. We're saving up our dosh, all of our monies, for what? What are we doing? What is the purpose of all of it? We've been saving it up to buy ammo and meds, right? We haven't even been able to afford anything cool. Nothing, as a matter of fact. We haven't afforded anything for ourselves. No lockers, no special crates, none of that. But now I know what we can buy. Gobs and gobs of tuna, cat food. All of it. All of it. That also means that we can't drop that out in the world anymore. That is now a priority. Taking second place. It's going right next to ammo on the importance scale. My priorities of work. Priorities of loot are as follows. Observer Monk has said so. Final decree. 1. We must secure all gosh darn ammo. Relevant ammo. Check. 2. Cat food. Check. 3. Meds. Check. 4. Food and drink. Food and bev. I guess guns and ammo is 1, but you know, they're mutually exclusive. 45s. We still don't. There's only one weapon system that runs 45 in Vostok, as far as I know, and that's the 1911. But I haven't found in no one playthrough have I found all of the guns present in Road to Vostok. All right. There's a shooter. I don't quite know where he is. Oh, nice. Oh, that'll sell. Hell, it could be in here for all I know. It's peaches or pineapple. There's fruit on the ground. Fruit. I just learned, too, today that you can use the melatonin to sleep. Wherever you are in the world, which is really freaking cool. I had previously not known that it had a use, which egg on my face. Truly. Where is this little bastard? Where is he? the little pitter patter. Is he in the shit? Nope. Well, he's very dead now. Okay. Take the OST soundtrack with us. If you folks would rather listen to music while we're out here in the world, let me know, because I have deactivated the music so I can hear better. But if you want to hear something, or have a particular preference for the OST, whether it be the Shelter or what have you. What are the other ones? You have the Shelter, you have Vostok, Dynamic. You let me know. You let me know what you want to hear. Alright, we're going to push white structure again, as always. Check and make sure these are clear. Alright, move an interior. Very good. Very good indeed. Now, what do we have here? Nothing. Nothing. We've got Punisher on the loose, which is freaking me out more than I care to admit. Because part of me, like, I'm fairly certain he's only going to pull up in spectacular fashion, like we have seen. But there's that little percentile chance that that's not the case, and that he's just out here in the world. Now, I've totally made that up. I have no basis for that statement. No fact whatsoever behind that statement. That is purely circumstantial. But you know what? It's what I'm believing. It's a slippery slope to a tinfoil hat, ladies and gentlemen. I'll have all of those. All sorts of things. Nothing I need, though. Nothing I need. I like how the, using the, well, maybe it's just the optic is, I was going to say, I like how, oh my god. I like how the ambient light is, like my optic is boosting the ambient light, but it seems like I was just making that. I was gaslighting myself there. I've got all these knives to sell. You want a knife? I'll get you a knife. I'll get you a knife in a jiffy. Yellow? Yep, there he is. Sure as hell. Dropped him. Dead as can be. It definitely seems like the AI... And this was a hypothesis that I had that I think is actively getting proven correct. The AI definitely has trouble seeing at night. Ooh, look at that tuna and a lot of 545. Very good. It's a good looking pouch. Wonder where you got that from. I think I already talked about this, but I'm actively in the middle of accumulating some kit, some finished kit in particular. Thanks to Vostok. Prior to this, I don't think I had ever seen and recognized, like, really known what the hell I was looking at. MO5 Woodland, and now it is. I'm absolutely obsessed with it. MO5, and I've been looking at a lot of different Polish camos recently too. I went down a rabbit hole earlier about the Polish camouflage patterns, because the Poles during World War II adopted several World War II in the years following adopted, well, hell, all the way up until WZ93 pattern came out, which is like a pretty atypical woodland, kind of like a puzzle piece looking woodland. But you had the jigsaw pattern. You had oh my god, that funky splinter pattern. I don't even know what that's called. The elephant skin pattern, leopard pattern. There was even a variant of the what's it called, Strichtarn. There were all sorts of unique patterns to come out of Poland, and now one of the patterns that they are testing is called MAPPA, which is an acronym for something. I really don't want to butcher it, but there's a PhD student, a Polish PhD student, who is actively, or who has developed this pattern, and it's in its second prototype phase or something like that. But it's in its second round of testing with the government. There was previously no decision made on it, and that's probably due to cost. I mean, you can speculate all. I could speculate all I want, but I don't know. It uses a 3D system in which a bunch of micro patterns and micro and macro patterns are stacked on top of each other, and then there is a very obvious blurring randomly placed throughout the pattern itself to create like the illusion of movement. It really messes with your eye when you look at it. You guys should check it out if you're into funky camos. It's really cool. It is really cool. I have no idea if this is available anywhere for purchase or anything like that. I'm on the sites that I'm constantly hawking for a surplus. Oh, joyous day! The harmonica that nets us 3 first aid kits, trauma kits. That is incredible, absolutely incredible. Holy Christ! I am a happy little clam. Happy little clam indeed. Oh, look at all this stuff on the ground here. Yeah, 86% RK versus a dusted POS AK. Sign me up, Bean. Sign me up. Can you tell I'm getting tired? What's giving it away exactly? Is it the rambling? Oh, look, sticks. Wow. We found sticks. Actually gonna drop this potato. Move this up. Yeah, there we go. Yes, I'll have that. Thank you. believes that the man, I really am tired. I'm getting slap happy. My words aren't sounding real to me. Who lit that candle? Who lit this? Oh, God. What do we not need out of all of this? What can we sacrifice? Melatonin. Melatonin from Yes How. Ah, no. Actually, we can get rid of those 9s. Well, 45 will actually... It's actually probably better to take the 45 instead of the melatonin again. That's dusted, or else it might be valuable. Now, is there any correlation to bandit spawns, lights being on in these... or candles being lit in these houses, and loot being strewn about on the floor? Because maybe I'm making this up. Maybe it's just an observation that I'm taking wildly out of context. But I noticed that... Oh, I'm going to send you to whatever god you believe in, friend. Friendo. What a hell of an insult. You folks like No Country for Old Men? I know you do. I know I don't have to ask. Oh, God. Bless it. Okay. Shooter in the tree line. That's what I get for exposing. No, he's over here on the right. Jesus. Okay. I don't hear anybody else. And that doesn't mean anything. We've established this. Oh, yes, cat food. Peanuts. Have a bite on the road? Just a little bite? All right. I don't care what he had on him. In his hand, it's not a, it's not an HK-416 Delta. And it's not an M78, so... why bother? There's more of them. Hot? Hot damn. Team? Hot damn. Oh my god, there's just so much stuff. I can't pick it all up. Whoo-wee. Man, this tackle box really isn't gonna sell for much, is it? We should really be focusing on what's going to take care of us. Should we pick up the battery? Yeah, we're going to take the battery. I know the battery is important. We haven't found an inverter yet. Which I'm on the lookout. Need the inverter for several crafts. Well, one task and a craft. Ah, yes. I killed this shooter earlier. Man, he's got sticks on him. I would love to take these off your hands. Okay. We shouldn't worry about it. Let's just get the F out of here, you know. Just gotta move on. I don't see any silhouettes. Oh yeah, I do now. I do. Okay. Dead as can be. Dead as a doornail. I am gonna rummage through here quickly. Very quickly. moon is at a low position in the sky. We're on our vampire behavior, folks. We're on our vampire behavior. That'll sell better with that in it. We're on our Vlad Tepes activities. There's another shooter. Really? Interesting. Alright. We gotta check the boxes. Alarm clock? No. Hey. Dev, IEDs win. I'd really like some explosive capabilities, some HME capabilities.
Kuinka sitä voidaan oikein auttaa?
Alright, we have tasks, don't we? We have the coffee filter task. Nice. Start delivery. Pop, pop.
Näin se homma käy.
Alright, and then we can sit this in here. I'll have that, thank you.
Tervetuloa.
That is one water of many that we are going to accumulate. Now, what do we do here? What do we do here? The shooter outside. It's not happy that we exist. You know what? I'm honestly tempted to I am so extremely tempted to wait here for a cycle. Would you guys be opposed to that? Well, I mean, you wouldn't have to see it.
Koskahan sitä
I think we're gonna wait for a cycle and see if we can't get some gear out of him, because we're severely lacking. And actually, we can go ahead and get this.
Kiitos.
Mahtavaa, mahtavaa. Tanssia ja juhlaa radioaaltoja äärellä. Kohta soitamme kuulijoiden toivekappaleita. Luvassa on kauniita klassikkoja sekä myös uutta ja menevämpää nuoremmalle kuulijakunnalle. Pysythän taajuudella. Tervetuloa, hyvät kuulijat, Rajaseudun radioaaltojen äärelle. Tarjoilemme parhaan sekoituksen klassikoita ja nykypäivän uutuuksia. Tämä lähetys viihdyttää vauvasta vaariin, ja meidän seurassa et tokikaan pitkästy.
Ilmojakin se on pidempi. No niin.
Мы больше ничего не знаем о происходящем.
Tervetuloa, hyvät kuulijat, rajaseudun radioaaltojen äärellä.
Well, that was pretty great.
No, katsotaan mitä tuolta oikein
I
löytyy.
don't know what you guys thought, but I really enjoyed that. We still have 3 minutes left. I'm about to go pop my head outside and see if we can't smoke this goon running around. It is morning time. Good for us. It's early morning. It's one of the best times to be moving around here when everything has this nice green gray tone. It's really easy to. Oh God! Oh my God! Oh. Anybody get a distance and direction? 200. Now where are you, dude? I see him. Dead. Let's go pick up his stuff. Might have had something decent on him. Oh, yeah, we have nothing. No room for anything. We have no room for anything. Nothing. Alright. Well, the juice is valuable. You've got a little AK-2. Anyone... is it a spoiler, like, what happens on day 50? I mean, it says transmission. What is the transmission? I'm so horrified. I'm so horrified to see what the ending... I really don't... is there a true ending, or is it like Voice of the Void? We've been over this before, and I'm not going to do it again. I still have a minute and a half. God bless America, dude. All right. We did get a... oh my God, a restock. There we go. Jeez Louise. Always wanting bandages. Let's see if we can get everything that our heart desires.
Tiedätkö, aina ei vaan jaksa.
Jesus Christ, look at the price tag on this bed. It's absolutely unbelievable. We could gather all the materials for the bed in the time it takes us to do that. Or in the time it... hold on. We could gather all of the materials for the bed for cheaper. It would cost less, just based on the rounds fired, to procure those materials than it would to purchase it from the generalist. That's what I was trying to say. Okie dokie. So, I'm pretty satisfied with that. Do you want a knife as well? And this? And throw in the nightstand? You do, actually. That's a pretty fair trade. I'd make that deal. What else you got? You want to give me anything else? No. It's not worth it, is it? It's worth it to get rid of these 9x18s.
Mulla olikin tässä vähän kaikkea hommeloista, niin nähdään.
Could get a shelf as well. We don't really utilize the shelves like crazy. He almost trades it straight up, though. And that does make it... that makes it a little more valuable in my mind. But honestly, I'd rather just
Hyvästi
hold on to
näkemiin ja
the, rather just hold on. Hold on to our 45s. We might come across a UMP 45 per se. Maybe we decide that the 1911 is the greatest combat handgun of all time, and we just can't. We can't step out from the cabin once more without it. You know what I just realized too? We're gonna have to, if we decide to spend more time up in Outpost, we're going to have to bring our cat with us on these runs, which offer some unique challenges, to say the least. That is quite the worrying thought. I had not realized that until just now. Look at the other side. Look at this side. Look at the other side. So sorry. I'm getting exhausted. I am gonna let you folks go after we organize in here. Ooh. Now, did the round strike us? It did not. That is lucky. That is lucky indeed. Okay. So, hold on. Hi. Hi, baby. I'm gonna pick up the cat. I can't pick up the cat. Oh, I don't have room to pick up the cat, that's why. Yes. Hold on. Hold on, I make room for the baby. Okay. Still no good. How about now? There we go. Okay. So pick up the sofa. Put the chair down. Nope. Put the chair down in the corner. Okay, that was just felt a little bit more difficult than it needed to be. Oh, nope. We're gonna get it. Yeah, there we go. Okay, what else do we need? What else do we need? Need a place for our cat to live. I don't know about you folks, but my bean likes to he likes to be all over the place. He's into everything. Eventually we'll get a foot locker, and that actually I'll pick that up. Hold on. Okay. Well, this presents us with a unique challenge. I'll put this over here. Grab this. Alright, so the nightstand goes by the door and acts as like a keyphones, wallet, knife, pistol kind of place, right? And the stool goes over here. You see what I'm getting at? That's where Papa stays. Actually, Papa would probably stay back here, but all right. And then we put le television. Yes, very good. All right. Now we put our baby back down. There you go. Okay. And I'll feed you when you pop back out. That is concerning. That is concerning. I really didn't think they would do it. Okay, come on, pop out, buddy. Yeah, there you go. Why'd you go back in? Hi, there you go. Perfect. Cat fed. Okay. If the cat gets injured in some way, shape, or form, or doesn't eat because it wants to hide like that, I'm also gonna freak out. It's inevitable. All right, so we get the coffee master there. Let's start putting our food up. Got all sorts of goodies. All sorts of goodies indeed. Meat's actually gonna start coming out with us, because it goes to the kitty now. Belongs to the kitty. Very good. Very good. We are full up. We're full up on everything. Feels good, man. Feels good. You know? What? Ah, this is... Okay, this is genius, actually. Hold on. This is a great place, too. Don't get me wrong. But for now, this would be a great spot to keep tuna. And keep all the tuna and cat food. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Got a bit of a mess here to deal with coming up. Bit of a mess indeed. Oh, I love him. I love him so much. We've only just met, and I love him so much. Oh, we'll find homes for all of this stuff. Alright, ammo goes with ammo. Got all sorts of 45s now. What did I want to do? I had something in mind that I wanted us to do. There was where did we put the rags? Did we put them up here? Ah, we did, yes. Very good. Okie dokie. So let's hold on. It's over here, right? Nice. And then over here. Alright, so I'm going to create a splint with this. Not that we really need it, but that's what we were trying to do earlier, and we never got around to it, unfortunately. So we're going to do that now. Also going to make room for all this stuff. Oh. Like so. It's not perfect. We'll go back through and do this at a later date as well. I did want to craft. I want to move our... How do we make compote again? Oh, it's all of those. Okay, fantastic. And how do we do the energy drink? That's easy. Coffee master, mess kit, coffee filter, and water. Spooky. Spooky, spooky, spooky. What the hell was I doing? Oh yeah, making a tourniquet. I mean a splint. Forgive me. We've hit the wall for recording today. Very, very sleepy. All right. Improvise splint. All good. All our beautiful mess kits. I like them. It's like the three wise men. Very good. I love you. Sweet little baby. It's nice to know that we can fish to feed our bean. Okay, that didn't work. Let's try that one more time. I don't think those are, yeah, those aren't racks like I thought they were. All right, we'll put this by the front though. Oh, well, almost. We'll put this by the front. Okay, almost. We'll put this by the front. Nice. Sleeping bag by the front as always. We can just grab and go. What was I doing? We got food. We got meds. Cat food. Yes. Of course, this takes up more space. Oh. Oh, just gone to the wolves, is it? That's, oh, okay. Thank you, Vostok gods. Thank you so much. It just said, no. No, you shall not have. You shall not have. I'll put this over. Okay, that was close. God. Nice. Look at that. Cool. Hey, you're just the best thing. You're the best part of this. You're the best part of this expedition, man. You got. Ooh, you have no idea how important you are for my my continued mental health, well-being. You have absolutely no idea. I'm gonna put all your little foods right here. I'm gonna place them right here. Yes, you precious little baby. You're just a little bean. A little bean. See, that makes sense now. All that makes sense. Alright, what are we doing? What needs to go where? Hold on. Oh, yeah. Oh, I love when a plan comes together. This will be our utility closet then. Smokes and wipes. I'll keep all this on us. Do we need anything else? All this needs to stay on us. Except for that splint. All right, my dear friends, thank you for your continued patience, support, and patronage. It's, honestly, this stuff here is not possible without you, and there's no reason to do any of this without you. There's no reason to share these experiences without you. So thank you, and seriously, when you're watching these videos, it's this is for you folks. I just want you to remember that. So, if you like this video, okay, here's the thing. These Vostok videos have been really, really good for my brain recently. It's been nice to pump the brakes on the continued repetition. I'm gonna keep repeating myself until I feel the need not to. But if you are waiting for something else and you're like, why the hell is it nothing but Vostok? Or if you're loving it, let me know down below. Because this might be what we do for a while. Because I'm having a hell of a lot of fun recording it. Just for a little bit. Semester's almost out. And then we'll probably get back on more of a routine schedule. But this is what's working. And I always said that I was going to put family and, life and whatnot first. So right now we're doing great. Still pushing out the same volume of content. But if for some reason that has to change, I will obviously let you guys know. And we'll move forward. But right now nothing's changing. Everything's rocking. We have a cat. How cool is that? So if you like this video, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. We have more content on the way as always. Something for everybody, no doubt. If you have any games you want me to play, videos you want me to make, things you want me to do, anything like that, please let me know down below in the comment section. The comment section is the best way to get a hold of me. I read every comment. If you want to play Road to Vostok for yourself and save this beautiful little black cat, Salem, from the well for yourself, and have to micromanage your your satiety, hydration levels, mental health, body temperature, as well as your cat's health, then that link will also be in the description. It is a one-of-a-kind experience, and I'm not, I'm not I'm an honest man. I've always said I'm an honest man. I think it's good to have an opinion on things. And when, there are several games we played on the channel that I have openly criticized or said positive and negative things about. But Vostok, I have nothing but positives to say about Vostok, and it keeps me coming back. It keeps me engaged, and I really feel strongly personally connected to this game world, this character, which is just this is just a representation of me, right? The unnamed player character. But these environments, this gameplay, this world, this is the game that I have been waiting for, I think. It's not overly complex, which I love overly complex games, don't get me wrong. But if you're like on the fence about Vostok, and you're thinking, should I get it? Pull the trigger. Get on it. Start playing. It's so much fun. If you were looking for like a Stalker experience, and maybe you got burned, maybe Stalker, you're an OG Stalker fan like me, and maybe Stalker 2 left a shitty taste in your mouth. This is the game for you, and you don't want to play Tarkov. This is the game for you. This is the game you're looking for. You want to play a game like Tarkov, DayZ, and Stalker, but you don't want to put a crazy time commitment in. This is the game for you. You can pick up and put it down however you want. This is an absolute, that for me at least, I'm having a blast. And again, I'm not paid by anybody, not even the platform you're watching. I'm not paid to say any of this nonsense. This is my unscripted, unfiltered view. And Dev, Auntie, you or Auntie, you man, you knocked it out of the park with this one. So I'm out. Remember to mind the gap, stalkers. Mind the gap. Feed your cat, and have a good one. It's 6:30 in the morning, folks.